somber, still. Grief, pain. It all starts to set in. As quickly as the chaos sets in. You all begin to run around the room frantic and panicking. You try to cast your cure wounds but realize it doesn't go off. Carissa looks at you and goes, "We can't cast spells for another 30 minutes. The shield wall took all of your energy. All that you have left is natural things. Carissa looks at you. "Everyone, start working on them. CPR, immediately." Who is going up to who?
I'll help Braum out.
Okay.
I'm not.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I'm holding Violet.
Yep.
I'll drop the cat then. I guess I need to put her down. And I'll start trying to do CPR, but I don't think I'm very medical.
Alright. Alright, who's doing a will run?
Yeah, 2 people on will run.
I can go to Will
Yeah.
and I have good
All right.
medicine.
Alright, for those that are conducting CPR, roll a medicine check.
19.
10.
22.
Are we doing will run together?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger? Okay.
Yeah, he's a horse.
I know. I wasn't sure.
Hey,
Okay.
half horse.
Like you can take the front and go.
I want the noodle.
I got 18.
I'm sorry.
18?
Yeah.
Alright, you, as soon as you start pumping on Braum and just pushing as hard as you possibly can, and this weird gurgle noise is coming from his flappy body, and you're just like, "No, I'm doing this right." But all of a sudden he just takes a breath, and he just sits up, and he's just like gagging and coughing and just trying to breathe.
Braum, you're okay. I am. I'm gonna give Braum a hug.
Brahmins up.
That was too close.
You can feel your heartbeat over and over again. You see the sand brushing in front of you, reaching out as it fades. And you see Zila and Zor start running towards you as you're just reaching out. And your hand just gets covered by sand. Next thing you know, you wake up and you're staring at the cabin, at the cabin of a wagon. You're arriving to your very first day at the Order of the Raven. Zila is sitting across from you in the carriage, and Will Run is riding next to you, and you're just sitting there. And the cabin finally comes to a stop, and you hear the driver of the horse go, pull the, ooh! And Will Run's like, "Ooh, yeah, I guess I need to stop too." And comes out and opens the door and goes, "We've arrived. You're here, Castle Guard. Time to get out, you 3. Well, Horse Boy's already out, but your captains are in there, ready for their choosing. What you guys want to do?"
I'm gonna jump down and follow after Will Run.
Okay.
I follow.
As you guys get outside of this horse-drawn carriage, you look at this massive castle and keep. The walls have to be at least 150 feet high. There's a precipice tower alone that sits just in the back as you see this huge double door with an iron gate. The iron gate starts to lift and the double door opens. You see hundreds of people walking around. They're all of all different walks of life. And you go walking through into the courtyard, and all of a sudden this woman comes up to you and goes, "New?
Yes.
Can I see your papers?"
Hand over whatever needed.
Perfect. Ah! She's gonna love this. She has a fear of horses. Oh, Carissa! Carissa walks over and he goes, "Hello, good day."
Hello.
Hello there.
And she looks over at her and goes, "Maribeth, what do you want?" And you see the woman smile and hand her the paper. "These ones are yours." Carissa opens it up, and you just kind of see the look on her face. She takes a breath. She rolls back up. Names?
Violet Tanglewood.
Zila Erdov.
Willow Run Moonturn. You can call me Will if you'd like.
She starts to walk away, and then turns around. "Well, follow me." You guys start to follow, and she comes to a tent and opens up the tent doors. And you walk in, and you see about 50 different people inside there, including them all kind of standing there, all kind of up. She's like, "Get in. The choosing will happen soon. You stand over there with that bunch. Introduce yourself for a few minutes, and then we'll be good." She rolls up the paper and steps out and leaves. What do you guys want to do? You're all there. You're not. You're all there.
Wait, who?
Brahm is not there yet.
I'll kind of lean in and what do you make of all these people?
I don't know, but she was scared of horses.
Oh, well, she's gonna be half scared of me then.
I suppose we should go
Introduce
attempt
ourselves?
to make friends.
You
Yeah.
make friends?
I have you, don't I?
Fair.
So I approached the group.
Okay.
Oh look, it's a little kitty! Oh well, I guess
Hello.
I'm saying hi.
Talking kitty.
Oh.
Oh, talking cat. What? Haven't seen one of you in a while.
We're not uncommon.
Well, not in my travels. I haven't seen many of your kind, but always welcome.
Don't see many of your kind.
Well,
He's a special one. I'm Zila.
I'm Zorfir,
Violet.
we'll run.
but you can call me Frogs or Ray or Zor.
Got my many names, huh?
Well, mostly Frogs. It's my stage name, and this is Athena, my
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet
stage
you.
partner.
Cedric, cleric of Keck, at your service.
Good to meet you.
Good.
And you?
So I'm like in the corner, like completely alone. Oh, hello. I'm Ren.
I'm Zila.
Violet.
Nice to meet
We'll run.
Igor walks up behind. Will run, getting slapped in the face with a towel.
I'm Igor!
I'll kind of turn away. Oh, thought I felt something behind me.
You don't see many people built like a horse.
you. When Igor starts talking, you can feel Ren rolling his eyes.
I just have a little flask.
How you guys doing?
Ready for an adventure?
Yes. Excited for whatever is here.
All of a sudden, the tent flap opens up, and Carissa comes in, and she's got a box inside her hand, and she's looking, and she goes, "Well, hopeful initiates, it is time for the choosing. I only have enough in my group for 6.
Well, I'm good to not be accepted.
If you're not chosen by the Firebrand group, then unfortunately you'll be a servant in the castle."
Servant the castle sounds nice.
No, it doesn't.
You could find
When
a way
I
to
call
leave
your
it.
names, you will approach up front, and you will fight each other. And is that understood?
Okay.
And all of a sudden, the one woman that comes in, she's got long blonde flowing hair, and she comes in, she goes, "Oh, Krista!" And she hands her another envelope, and all of a sudden you see this armor come walking in, and Chris turns around and opens up. And she turns around and looks at you guys. One moment, and turns around and goes out. Maribeth's staring there. She goes, "Hello, all. I'm Maribeth.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm one of the captains of the third generation Glasshold Guild. It's nice to meet you all. Don't worry, I often make Carissa angry. I'm her sister. It is my job in this life to bring her trouble. Just a little hint word for the wise. Her bark is as dangerous as her bite. So she can be a little grumpy, but she means well." And Carissa comes walking in and she goes, and she hands the paper back to Maribeth. And she just points at you. Go over to the corner.
Clown.
All right. First up, Ren and Zila. Into the circle. You guys notice there's all of a sudden a circle platform appears. Do not worry, your attacks will not be lethal. You'll only feel like an electric sting. The winner shall be part of the guild. Yes?
Understood.
Fight. Roll initiative, you two.
Silver on the large one. Silver on the large one.
I'll take that bet.
Wait, what's
All right,
you bet against?
That's a 4.
I rolled a 5.
All right, so Zila, you're up.
Okay.
Well,
I guess no weapons?
No, you can use weapons.
Okay.
Weapons are not your attacks are not lethal.
Okay. So Zila kind of looks him over and pulls out her great axe and attempts to swing.
All right.
7.
Misses.
All right.
I am, as she does that, I am going to basically, right as the axe pass, I'm going to grab her hand and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds. 14.
Meets.
All right. You roll damage.
15.
I'm down.
Okay. So you she swings at you, you
Flip the
dodge
silver
out of the
over.
way, and you literally just blast her right upside the chin, knocking her flat on the ground.
Sorry,
She hits
Zila.
the ground, she's unconscious. Crystal walks to you. What is your name?
I'm Ren von Hustle.
She's writing it down. Both of you back to the wall. You start to walk back to the wall. You feel this sense of I won, but at the same time regret, because you use your full force on this person that you don't even know and have no cause to harm. Alright. The lights start to dim as you're reaching out of the sand. Your fingertips start to pierce the top of the sand. You're trying desperately to breathe, but all you can do is suck in the sand. You're trying desperately to pull yourself out, but you just can't. You all of a sudden all wake up and you're inside of a room in a box together, and immediately 8 zombies come out of the walls charging at you. Carissa is standing over the top of a high wall looking down at the bottom of you. These zombies are not illusions. They will eat you. Defend yourselves. Everybody roll initiative. Alright, Brom. You're up.
That's a good start. Firebolt for 6.
6. You shoot the fireball across. It slams against the wall. And then you just hear Carissa, try harder! All right. Up next is Violet.
I'm gonna pull my rapier out and swipe at one.
Okay.
7.
7. You swoop across it and it just kind of stumbles towards you. The rapier goes right across the top but misses. Fairies, use your stealth. Severick.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
That's a dex save. 12.
They got a 5.
6 radiant damage.
Okay. All right. You hit it and it blasts, frying one side of the zombie, but the other side is still just kind of reaching towards you. Zor, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna just shoot the crossbow. 17 to hit and 5 damage.
So you just fire the crossbow. Right after the firebolt hits, the crossbow sinks right through the brain, and the zombie topples over, dead. All right, Ren and Athena, you guys can either choose to attack together or separate.
I'm actually going to use my turn. I'm going to take out a vial of holy water, pour it on my hands. Would you mind? And then I'm going to basically touch Athena's face.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast protection from evil and good.
All right, Athena.
I'm gonna take a cheap shot and do vicious mockery. You look so alive right now.
Your skin looks so white.
That's racist.
All right, you run up. You're like, you're not really dead, and it just kind of looks at you like, what? All right, Zila.
I pull out my great axe and attempt to swing at the one closest to me.
All right.
13.
Okay, you hit. Roll your damage.
10.
10?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. You bring your great axe right across and it sinks from shoulder to hip and just zoom, you spin around and literally as you're looking towards them, the body just slides in half and falls down. All right. Now, Igor.
Igor's gonna grab his club and go at the one closest to him.
Okay. Roll your attack.
19.
19, you hit. Roll your damage.
7.
7? Alright, you hit it. You bring your club right across. It clips the jaw, knocking it loose just a little bit. It's hanging in there. Moving forward. We'll run.
I'm gonna position myself between Zila and Violet,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go for the closest next to us.
Okay.
I'll go with the one that Violet tried to attack.
Okay. Alright.
That's gonna be 23,
You hit. Roll your damage.
and that's gonna be 10.
Alright. As you kind of move your way, position yourself in front, right? The zombie's charging. As you position yourself in front, you bring your blade across and it literally just severs the head and it just rolls off as you're spinning around. Alright, there are 5 zombies left. The first one is going after. We'll run. Got a nat 1. Nice. Okay, it loses its action on its next turn. Alright, the next one, gonna go after Athena.
She gets disadvantage.
Did I roll for disadvantage? Perfect. So, it got a 17.
Hits.
Miss?
Hit.
Hits. Alright, so 1d6. 3 hit points. So it literally brings his club down and just smacks you right across the face. Like you're still holding Athena, and as she says the vicious mockery, and it just hits her out of your hands. And she just kind of stumbles off to the side. The next one is going after 7, which would be Igor. Alright. Got 12. Hits. Alright, 1d6. 4 hit points. So it knocks you just back a little bit. You kind of stumble back. You feel the air come out of your lungs as you're hit. And then 1, Violet. 13. Doesn't hit. You dodge just out of the way. And then the last one probably missed. Only got 7. Oh, we will run again. Alright, cool. Alright. All of Carissa just starts yelling, "Work together! To remember the oath of the Raven! We either live together or we die alone! Do it together!"
So we'll go after Igor's zombie with another fireball.
Okay.
With a 14,
You hit.
6 damage.
Alright. So as you cast the fireball, the zombie's starting to tower down on Igor's. He's just kind of cripping down trying to, and you just blast it from the back and it sizzles and just fries and falls over dead right at your feet. Igor. Alright. Violet.
Okay, I'm gonna go after the one that was going after Zila.
Okay.
Can I go both?
You hit.
And then 18, so hit with both.
No, both.
7 for one
Mhm.
and 6 for the other.
Alright. You fly up and in a brief second you enlarge and then you just and stick into his neck and then go back to your normal height. And it just falls over and topples onto Zila. Zila pushes the zombie off.
Sorry about that.
Alright. Severick.
Funny potato man. Are you hurt?
Oh, I'm down to 6.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out my wisdom magic. Keck guide thee. And cast bless on Ren, Zor, and Athena.
Okay. Alright. You guys are all blessed. Okay. Alright, Zor, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna, because Chris is telling us to work together, yeah, so I'm gonna go kind of flank across the one from Athena and try to take that one out. 11.
11, you hit. Roll your damage.
8.
8. Alright. So you come up from behind it, you just bring your dagger up and bring it up right at the spine as it starts to sever at the spine. Black pus and ooze pour out of its back and land at Ren's feet as he's still standing there holding his hands like, what just happened? So,
I just look at Athena, are you okay?
Alright, Ren and Athena.
All together.
Together.
I got a 6.
I got a 6.
No.
That's magic.
The bless is a deep.
Oh yeah, bless. We
Yeah.
have advantage.
Oh, okay. I got a 15.
I got a natural 20.
Alright, so you both crit hit then.
So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
You do double damage. And are you
16?
16? And you
I'm gonna just use my crossbow.
crossbow?
Yeah.
Alright, triple damage.
Ooh. 26.
26. All right. So she slides underneath your feet as you're casting the fire. One zombie at the other side. You're shooting the other one, and literally it's almost like simultaneous. Both hit at the same time. It just the arrow goes through the forehead crisp and clean without any resistance at all. And you just literally just using your rage in that quick moment. A glisten of something comes off your hand, you withdraw immediately and stop as the zombie crumbles to the ground. Carissa, all of a sudden, initiates outside now. All right, you guys all start to walk outside, and it's pouring rain. She's standing underneath an awning, and she goes out into the foyer. You guys all walk out. She's standing there underneath the awning. Why can't you work together? What is wrong with you? You two did fine, and you assisted, but the rest of you didn't want to work together. They gave me the largest troop. I was forced. I couldn't even choose my initiates, and here I am, stuck with each one of you. And it is my responsibility to keep you alive. The rain is just kind of pouring down. You guys are sinking into the mud. I swear, you all die on the first mission. And she turns around and walks in.
With that attitude.
You guys are all standing there in the rain. What do you want to do?
I'm using the rain to clean off the zombie goo that's all over my shoes.
Same, because one landed on me,
Yeah.
so.
Igor's got his face up to the sky, just mouth open, letting the rain right in, just enjoying that nature.
I kind of wish she'd die on the first mission.
Well, we don't know what she's been through. She maybe.
Is she inspiring you in any way? Because
No.
I don't know about you. I don't feel inspired.
Well, we can't judge her. We barely know her. We can't judge her yet.
Oh, I judge everyone I miss me. Everyone.
Well, you are human.
No, I don't feel inspired.
Maybe if the feedback was a little more constructive, a little more detailed into
Like
what
they-
should.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
actually give us
I mean, I
some
don't know how much
instructions.
more blunt she can be. We're supposed to work together.
Even when we tried, though, it wasn't good enough. So what are we missing?
So you just hear the crunch of an apple. Mary Beth is standing there. Tough day.
I'd
Eh?
say so.
Well, it's not going to get any better. You're not even going to make it to your first mission if you stay out in the rain. Come on in.
Maribeth, what does she mean? Like, how does she want us to work together?
Well, let's come and talk. First, to get you warm. Horses like apples, right?
Well, yes.
She tosses the apple. You guys are all kind of standing in this, just on the other side. You hear still the rain and storm in the distance. Look, I've been with my sister for 31 years of my life.
Sorry.
She is definitely a tough pussycat, yeah? But I will have to say, her heart does me well. She's being tough because she wants you to live. Yes, there are other methods. Take, for instance, and she points out the rain. And you see this group literally just off of the edge of the foyer, and they're sitting on this wooden boat that's just kind of, it's like a training boat. And you see this group of 4 people kind of paddling, and you just see, take Miranda, for instance. Very cheery. Sometimes a little toxic cheery, and you hear Miranda go, "Go, everybody! It's great! It's wonderful! Keep going!" You've got those, yeah? And then, take a look at that crew over there. And you literally see this group, they're kind of running through this training course, and they're slipping and falling. They land at the feet, and this one captain in just a long black cloak and black hair slicked back. He's just writing stuff down. He looks at them and goes, "I guess do it again." You see he's a dark elf, but like he has point ears. They all mean well. All of us captains have been through a lot. I just like to tease my sister because it's easy to press the buttons. But what she's meaning is you work together. Grab the necklace, everyone. Get you hold. Now, with your remaining hand, lock shoulders with the person to your right.
That's right?
Yes. Yes, Zor. Very, very, very clever. Now, repeat this prayer after me. Where the wind blows, where the oceans roar, may I forever be by your side. As soon as you guys say that, all of a sudden this blue light starts to form on the pendulum. And you just feel this surge come together, and all of a sudden, for a brief moment, you all feel each other's presence within you. And that is what she means. Do you remember the first day, Zila, when you lost? You thought that you were out.
I do.
Well, Carissa wanted to see your attitude afterwards. And you just stood up. You wiped the dirt off your chest and feet. You wanted to go over and kill Ren.
I did feel bad about that.
Did you?
But you stood tall. Miranda saw something in that moment. Then she was told that this is the guild that she gets. There's 2 people in this guild, though. Question. And she just stares at both of you. But maybe another time.
Interesting.
But what I do want to say is, very first day, after she was forced upon you, what was the very first thing she told you? We live together and we die alone. Ren, you read Infernal, yes?
I did.
What does the back of that pendant say? You flip it over and it says, we live together
we died.
or die alone. In Infernal. And as soon as you say that, you just see a light flicker. Her ways of helping for you guys to discover. But if you ever need a friend, Carissa tends to be more like a stern mother. Trust me, I know our mother died when we were both young, and well, she tried to parent me, and you're right. But we live together and we die alone. You. All right. Medicine check for the medicine check, and medicine check for Will Run. You guys are you're back in this moment. You're pressing down. Blood is starting to seep and pour out of Will Run's mouth. It's you're just pushing on his large chest. Igor's on like the belly of the horse.
Shocking.
All right. What'd you guys get?
14.
Mike.
I got a 2.
2. Okay. All right. It's calm and it's clear. There's a fog that lies across the road. You're standing there in the night, and you will run, separated from Riley and Zila. Will Run's looking at you, and he says to you,
So, how are things going with Riley lately?
Good.
Yeah?
You know. Pretty good. Yeah.
No?
How are things with you?
Well, things have it's been a little boring as of late. It seems not as many bounties for us.
I've noticed that too. Maybe it's calmed down.
Maybe soon we can settle down and get out of the business.
That'd be nice. Settle down in the town and
See our families again,
yeah,
or we have left of them.
that would be nice. Sure, my parents are missing me.
My brother, I'm sure he's just being as carefree as ever.
roll a perception check about it.
That's a 3.
You kind of, for a moment, the fog dissipates. You literally just see this giant footprint in the mud, just sticking there.
You see that? That footprint?
Huh?
That's like the size of me.
That is. I kind of look at my hoof and just be like, "That's not me, right?"
I don't think that's your hoof. That's
No.
a footprint.
Where's it leading?
Through the fog. Should we go get Zila and Riley? Or do we want to go on?
How far back are they now?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
From me?
Violet.
Okay. 8.
8. All of a sudden, there's a ringing and you just feel your heart sink, like it just broke in half. You immediately know that something is wrong. Something is terribly, terribly wrong.
I think we need to go back.
Yep.
Something doesn't feel right. I think
Oh,
we need to
okay.
go back.
Okay.
You guys start making your way back to where the place that you split off from Zila and Riley. As you guys are circling around this mountain trying to find this person that you were hired to find. It's weird and peculiar because what they're trying to find isn't your normal hunt. It's a father who's trying to find his daughter who ran away, but they ran away for love. And it's so strange because normally you hunt bad guys, but deep inside, Will Run, you know that this doesn't seem right. You guys make your way around the bend, and you see Zila and Riley's footprints heading off into a pass that goes up to a ledge on top of the cliffside.
That's not good. We need to go fast now.
Yeah. I'm gonna like start flying.
Okay. All right.
And I'll go just like best I can. Just
Yeah.
After a few moments, you guys get up to the top, and you get there right before Violet, and you just stop. And your face just turns pale white. You see the body of Riley lying on the ground, the dagger stuck in the middle of her chest, and Zila unconscious, barely hanging over the side of the cliffside.
I'm gonna turn around and stop Violet before she can see, and just try to stop.
What is it?
You may not be ready for this. Take a deep breath.
Just tell me what it is.
I kind of lead lead Violet to the scene, just trying to kind of hold her back, just kind of giving the support.
No, that can't be right. No, she can't be dead. No,
It's only been it hasn't been that much time.
It's been not even 10 minutes.
What
happened? And I just kind of like lie down next to Riley and just like.
Alright. She starts sobbing. You're standing there, unsure what to do, but you see Zila unconscious, just lying over there.
I'm gonna check on Zila.
Okay. Alright. What do you want to do?
Trying to feel if she's still breathing, if she has a heartbeat.
She's breathing. Roll perception check.
That's gonna be a 21.
21. You notice that she's breathing. There's no wounds. She doesn't look like she's been hit. Like she's just unconscious. Violet, as you're sobbing over Riley's lifeless body there, you look up and you see that it's her own dagger that's stuck in her chest. And she has the silver-paired one in her hand. You notice that there's a wound on her left hand that looks like she was trying to defend herself before the dagger made its final resting place in her heart.
Kind of take some of my water and throw it in Zila's face.
Yeah.
Try to wake her up.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you throw it in and boosh, Zila, you just wake up and you see Will Run kind of like shaking you, like, are you okay?
What happened?
You tell me what the fuck happened here. We came up and you're unconscious.
Riley's dead. What happened?
What? What are you talking about?
I'm like looking up at you from the ground. Like, what happened?
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
You didn't see anyone? No one came up?
Not that I remember.
The memory fades to black. John, Fiddler, Zor. Medicine check, sir.
Oh,
8. All right, you're just pushing, and you for a second you see Riley or Violet open her eyes and then just close them again, really quick. Like medicine check for Will Run.
15.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. All right, as you pump, so you see him take a breath, and then he stops again.
Live, damn you!
Ursa walks over. You have to push up. He's a centaur. Push up by his torso. His heart, his lower heart is by his torso. Push up over there.
Which torso?
The human one. Pull it over there. And then all of a sudden You hear Riley or Chris go, that can't be. That can't be. And she all of a sudden runs towards the front door, and you guys are all continuing working on. You flash back, and you're lying in the field, Violet. And you're looking up, and the stars are just beautiful and bright. And then you hear a voice from Dad. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Here it comes. And all of a sudden you see lightning bugs fly up in the air and fill this field with lightning bugs. And you see the stars, and you're just in a maze and wonder. Look, Violet, look at all the lightning bugs. See how they flicker with the stars? Isn't this a glorious nature?
It's beautiful.
See, sometimes magic isn't needed to see the wonders of the world. I know, love, that you have a heart for magic, and I pray that you use it to defend this. One day, you'll grow up to be a beautiful fairy. One day. One day. Until then, you're my little princess. All of a sudden, a little young half-orc comes, sits down, and plops next to you, and then a dark elf, little dark elf girl comes, sits next to you, and they're all like, very young Zila. What are you guys looking at?
Look at the fireflies.
Whoa.
Right? It's magic.
Never seen anything like that.
The Death King tried to destroy all this. I was there. I fought in the final battle. Horrors I never want to remember. There's one thing I remember, and it was hope. I pray that you girls never see this day. I pray that you, Zila, and Diana, and he points to the half-orc. Three of you been best friends since you've been us. I pray that you never see the day that all returns. The prophecy said it will. You just lie back one more time, you stare at the stars, and all of a sudden you hear. Zor, medicine check. Last one.
Yeah.
Alright. You press down one final time, and you just can't revive her. You're trying. And as you look up, your tears starting to stream down your face, Zor. You look up and you see Carissa, and all of a sudden you see Mary Beth. She's gravely wounded. She's standing there. And you see Carissa and Mary Beth talking. And Mary Beth, she just walks over, and you notice that she's missing her hand. It's been completely chopped off. And she walks over to you and goes, Zor, stand together. Stand together. And then she passes out.
Ren walks over, and I lock arms with Frox.
And you just hear Mary Beth say the words.
Stand together.
Where the wind blows, where the oceans roar, may I forever be by your side.
And as soon as you see that blue light just fills the room, Will Run and Violet take a deep breath. And Mary Beth is she's sitting there, and she barely awake. She stands up, she goes, it's not over. Amos comes running in and goes, oh my goodness, listen, something is terribly wrong. That is not the season for sandstorms. I'm telling you, something is terribly wrong. And then all of a sudden you hear, start echoing through the city. You feel the rumble, and you look out through the door that was cracked open from where Maribeth came in, and you see another sandstorm approaching. And Carissa goes, calls to the mirror, Miri, take Maribeth! And she grabs her mace and kind of spins it, and it glows a blue. She goes, Firebrand, prepare yourselves. And then Amos comes in and goes, wait! There's villagers down below in the marketplace. They're stuck. We have to save them. Please save them. One of them is my daughter. Save them. Everybody roll initiative. You guys are gazing out and you're staring at it as the sandstorm starts to approach, and all of a sudden you see drops of lightning inside the sandstorm as it starts to pilfer through the city streets. You can see as you're peering down this long staircase that is at least 50 feet high up into this main door passageway, you can see the marketplace down below. You see 8 different people spread throughout the city. As the wind starts to pick up, all of a sudden you hear in the wind, Carissa just pauses for a second. She goes, "That's a death chant. That's a death chant. This is, Amos is right. This is not a normal sandstorm. This is a summoning storm done by an ancient warlock. They haven't been seen in years. We have 2 choices. We can either go down and save the village people, or we go kill the warlock and stop the sandstorm. Or we split up."
We can't leave those town people behind.
But if we kill this warlock, then they all live.
You have 60 seconds to decide.
We're
have
stronger
to.
together.
We can't split up.
Split up again.
I would-
I mean, we almost lost 3 people.
Standing together, and I'd say take down the warlock. Saving
Yeah.
8 people is important, but if we don't stop the warlock, many more lives will be lost.
The warlock
Lose
can do
all
this
of us.
though. What can it do to us?
Well, we can't sit around and let it try to do more.
We can live together and die together.
If we can,
We see what this can do to one person. If we can stop him, we can maybe save the rest.
Well, we don't know what a warlock is.
Nor how strong he is.
Do we see a warlock?
No.
Squishy.
Roll a perception check, though, Zor.
I think that's just a 14.
As you're staring out, you're kind of listening to the debate going on. You look down, all of a sudden, you see a bolt of lightning land next to Orun. And all of a sudden, these 2 black figures come out of it and they grab him and disappear and suck away.
Something just took Orun. 2 figures, lightning strike.
Good.
We almost died to those in the last one.
I'm gonna look up. Can I do a perception check?
30 seconds, yep.
If we go for the warlock, then these people are doomed.
If we go for the people, we're doomed.
more people could be
Alright, you
doomed if we
know
don't stop the
something.
warlock.
Sand the lightning. Alright,
Switch up my
what do you guys want to do?
Even if we get everyone inside, doesn't mean that we're gonna stage them.
Wait, we have 2 captains here. We could split up and have 2 groups, one with each captain.
Mary Beth is very badly wounded.
We can't split up anymore. We know every time we split up, we've been doomed. Have we not learned our lesson from the teachings? Carissa, she may be rough, she may be tough, but look what happened. We stood together and
Is Carissa near us?
Yes, she's standing.
Is this a fight you think we can win?
I think that you can win anything that you decide to win. But I'm leaving this to you. You must choose. This is what being a Firebrand is about. Sometimes you have to make the hard decisions that others can't.
Carissa, if you said that we could go after the warlock. If the storm is happening close, if we see lightning striking close, do you believe you can find the warlock quickly? That they're close?
We can certainly try.
My heart
There's no
says
guarantees.
save the people, but my mind says kill the warlock.
I don't think we have a chance to find the warlock in time to save the people.
we don't have time to save all these people either.
One just left. I think
15 seconds.
I think we go and we save the people.
Save the people.
Sorry.
I say we take it to a vote then. If we can't decide, we aren't splitting up
We
again.
can't split up
5,
again.
What are we
Save the
doing?
people.
Save,
Save the people.
3,
Are we saving the people?
Townsfolk.
Save
2,
the
Save the people.
Brent.
1.
I run after some people.
All right, so top of the initiative order is Ren, you're 20.
So I'm just, if I can see anyone, I'm just using my action to dash towards them.
Okay, roll perception check.
13.
13.
14.
All right, so
Sorry,
you
14.
immediately know that you can hear a little girl crying off to your left, just around a couple buildings. You hear, help, help! You can't see her, but you can hear her.
So I'm gonna relay. I hear someone over there. That's where I'm going. Just so you know. So that's, and then I go to
Alright.
his voice.
As you run up, all of a sudden you see Amani, Amos, and Amiri's daughter. She's standing there. She has a wound, a cut going across her arm, and she's bleeding, and she can barely stand. She's crying and sobbing. She's terrified. All right, Athena.
I'm gonna use Bard Inspiration
Okay.
on Zila, just in case the warlock comes closer to us. I'm gonna do that with a song. Try it, yeah. When the raven comes, we answer to the call. When the raven comes, we answer to the call. Fire and flame, we take aim. We do it not for the fortune and fame. We stand together and reveal heroic sacrifice.
All right. You feel inspired.
Yes.
Good job. All right.
And staying together, I'm gonna run towards Ren.
Dash. All right. 60 feet.
What do I get?
I come running up behind him, and he's like trying to. This girl's like panicking, freaking out, and like he's trying to, calm down, calm down. All right. Next up is Zor.
I'm gonna delay and try to act with Will Run
Okay.
and see if I'll kind of turn to like, can I jump on your back? We can all go somewhere together.
Mhm.
Keep an eye on you. Maybe you two.
Yeah. I said
Okay.
that.
So yeah, I'm gonna prepare to jump on his back and when he rides off.
Okay. All right. So you jump on his back. Okay. You fly onto his back. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Brum.
Gonna follow Ren over to the child.
You're gonna to the
Dash.
girl.
Mhm.
All right. All right. 60 feet. Zila.
I turn to the others and say I'm not leaving you again to Zila and Wilrun. Or
Okay.
Violet and Wilrun.
Okay. All right. All right. So you steady your action. Next up is Violet.
I'm waiting for Wilburn.
Okay.
Till he
Igor.
Um,
I'm sorry, I missed you separate, but go ahead, Igor.
okay. Igor's just gonna follow the group and see if we can save the child.
Everybody's going for the child. Severick, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait for Will Run. Travel as a group.
All right, so you're going with Will Run? All right. Will Run, you're up. Everybody is apparently lashing on you like a dog and pony. So,
Can I make a perception check to see who if I see anyone, hear anyone around?
yeah.
That's going to be 19.
All right, so you can hear multiple screams and hollers coming from different directions in this area. So, the ones that are in your miniature's line of sight, you can see.
I hear a few people around here. Well, do you want to go for the closest, or are you trying to go for anyone in particular?
I think we need to run with the rest of the group.
You think so?
We've seen what happens when we split up.
There.
Wherever we go, I have something that can help pulling out the holes and the muttering. But Brandon's like, you two try not to cast me less.
Try not to die.
Hold on to your necklaces.
All right.
I guess I'll.
So
we'll dash with everyone
all
towards
right.
the.
So who's all riding on?
I'm just gonna walk next to.
Say I'm just running with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
That would be
I'll let it happen.
Okay. All right. So because it's the two smallest ones, you're not weighed down. You can move 60 feet.
15.
So you're for the girl.
Yep. We're gonna move as a group. So
Everybody's going for the girl.
bear with
I
me.
mean,
Are you sure?
I mean, are we sure we want to go for her? If
we don't want to split up.
Is that you?
No, that's Carissa.
Okay. Oh, that
All right. As you guys start barreling down, you're sitting there trying to calm the girl, and all of a sudden a flash of lightning just lands, and these hooded figures land on both sides of you. The first one attacks with the sneak attack, and an advantage. 14
Misses.
misses. All right. And the next one attacks Athena at an advantage out of there. 23.
Definitely hits.
All right. 7 hit points. You just feel yourself get stabbed in the shoulder. You just hear her belt out a ah as it just sinks in the blade. All right. The next one. All of a sudden, Will Run, as you're charging, all of a sudden this thing just lands right in front of you. You pause for a second and it literally just swings. Surprise attack. Advantage, got 23.
Oh, it hits.
Minus 8.
Okay. Oof.
All right, and the next one is attacking Zila as you're running up at the same time. A 21.
Hits.
Minus 6 hit points. You just feel the daggers, and as soon as it hits, it starts to disappear. You guys have 1 reactive attack. Go. The ones that got attacked, everybody got attacked, they have 1 reactive attack.
That's a 24.
You hit, roll your damage.
That's gonna be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay. Roll your attack.
12.
Alright, okay. Alright, so both hit. Roll your damage for
Oh,
the second one.
That's gonna be 6 for second one.
Alright, so describe your killing stroke.
Ooh. As I come up with 1 hoof, I get him with 1 and then come down with another one just straight in the chest and just
Alright,
just
so
claps it straight.
you like with your left arm, you kind of clip him, and then you bring your hooves down and trample him down to the ground and just pounces. You can feel his bones crush underneath. Zila, you're up.
So I immediately just take my great axe and swing at it.
But hold
23.
on for that.
23, you hit. Roll your damage.
6.
All right, so you hit it, and it kind of, as soon as you hit it, you hear it slice, and then it
Oh,
disappears
yes,
in a lightning flash.
Okay.
All right, Ren.
I'm going to pull up my rapier, and I'm gonna take a swing. One closest to me.
Okay, roll your attack.
Natural 20, 22.
Woo! Right here. Right here. It's right here. Again. All right, maximum double damage.
Okay, so 16. No, it's 18.
18.
So I'm just basically, I'm gonna slice him as I pull it out, and it's just
Okay.
gonna basically just go straight up the gut.
Okay.
So it's gonna go straight out. It's gonna go through his collarbone and come out the
All
other.
right, as you just kind of, you reactive as he hits you, you kind of stand back and just react. And you slice up, all of a sudden you see his intestines just spill out onto the ground and he falls over dead. Athena,
Attack that other dude with my rape.
roll your attack.
That would be a 19.
You hit.
Be 8 points.
8 points. All right, you hit. As soon as you hit, like you clip its cheek, and the cheek kind of splits open. As you notice, as you flick, the hood falls off, and these pitch black eyes with like spider webbing just stare at you, and it just and then disappears into the night. All right, top of the initiative round. Ren, you are up. Now, here's the thing. All of these civilians are terrified. So you have to calm them before you can take them.
So I'm gonna sit down.
Throw it into a house.
Hello, my name's Ren. I'm here to help you. Would you like me to help you?
Roll persuasion check.
That's a natural 1.
She freaks out and runs away from you 15 feet. All right. Athena.
I'm gonna have 30 feet to cast Charm Person.
Perfect.
Yeah. So 13 Wisdom.
13 wisdom. She's a child.
Again.
I got a nat 20. So move her into the storm. The storm's barreling down at this point. 30 feet.
Yeah.
There. Yep. Perfect. Okay. All right. Next up is Zorfair.
Let me help Lil run.
Copy. All right. So you'll go on Lil Run's turn. All right, Braum.
I'm gonna beeline for the girl on a dash.
All right, 60 feet. Braum can move the giant silver guy. You reach up to her. She's panicking, freaking out. That is your turn. Okay. All right. Next up is Zila.
Can I take a moment to look over the body?
You want to roll a perception check?
16.
16. Okay. As you're looking over the body, you see the sigil that was burned on the ground on this black cloak. You notice that the face is distorted and twisted as if some madness took control of this person, but you're unable to identify much more. Okay. Violet.
I'm gonna hop off or fly off of Will Ren's back and
Uh-huh.
go to that one right there.
The one that's on the ground.
Yeah, the one that's on the ground. And
You
going
use dash and just move.
to bend down and say, "Are you alright? And can I help you get to the castle?"
Roll a persuasion check.
That is an 18.
She looks up at you. She goes, "Yes," and she raises up her hands, and you notice that it's somebody wearing a guild cloak. So it's one of the ravens that is missing.
Oh.
All right. Next up is Severick.
Yeah, I won't head any further than 20 feet, but I'm making my way over to the guys.
So the guy over there.
This one?
Yep.
All right. So you move over. Okay. And what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try calling out, like, don't be afraid. I'm a servant of Keck. I'm here to save you.
Okay.
Keck bless you.
Roll a persuasion check.
21.
21. All right. Yeah, he looks at you. He's got a wound on his head. He's a poor farmer. He's can you carry me?
Yes,
All right.
I will carry you down.
All right. Igor.
Igor is going to go towards the child. Actually, can I? Is grabbing my shield and whole action, or can I just have my shield up and run?
I'll let you raise it.
Thanks. I'm gonna hold my shield and run at the child with Braum.
Okay.
Not the child.
All right. You get to the child. What do you want to do? You did not use your full movement action.
I
You
want
did
to
dash.
hold the shield, kind of blocking the sand around
Okay.
her, and look at her and say, "We can help you if you want to come with us."
All right. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh my gosh, if you want to. 10?
10. All right. She looks at you. She goes,
Is there a potato?
Yes. Igor loves potatoes.
"So do I." All right. Okay. All right. Now, magic one appears right next to Violet. Appears right next to Braum. Another one appears next to this person. Next to this person. All right. So, Braum. First one's going to attack you. Surprise attack at an advantage. 15. Hits. D4 plus 1d6. It's 3 hit points. Alright. The next one is going to attack Violet. Surprise attack. At advantage. So thankful I have an advantage. That was a 12.
12?
Yeah.
That doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Alright. He swings past you, misses. Alright. This one is going to attempt to grapple and attack. Or grapple. At advantage. Got a 17. Alright, and this one. Advantage. And they're fighting back and forth. This civilian is resisting. Okay. All right. Those that got attacked can do reactive attacks. So Braum and Violet, you're up.
I'm going to swing with my rapier and spark at it.
Okay.
11.
11. You hit.
Oh, okay. 6. 6.
6. All right. You swipe at it and it hits, and just all of a sudden as you hit it, you kind of stick it in there, and you notice that you pull out, but there's no blood. It just grabs its stomach and then disappears. All right, Brom.
Throw fireball. 19 plus 5. 24.
You hit. Roll your damage.
6.
All right. As you cast, it kind of catches its cloak on fire. It throws its cloak onto the ground and then just looks at you with this dead, evil look. You notice that its eyes are just deep, pitch black. And as it's staring at you for a moment, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Alright. You all of a sudden get this feeling of fear for a brief second, but then you shake it off and it disappears. Alright. You guys.
I think if you can get to someone, I can talk to them.
Fair. Do you want to try to help out Severick? We don't want to split up too much now.
Sure.
I know we need to try to save as many as we can, but we can't be split up. We can't put ourselves in too much danger.
Yeah, or we could grab like the other one on the other side. Well,
Which one? That one, right? The one that
basically-
I'm gonna turn to Zila. And Zila, keep eyes. We're gonna go for this person over here.
I'll stand behind you.
So we'll go. He's moving over here. Zor's with me.
I'll just look down and say, I know everything's scary, but we can help you back to safety.
Alright. Hope you roll D20 for persuasion check.
22.
So 1.
She looks at you and she goes, "Yes, please help me." And it's just another villager. At the top of the round, though. That comes next.
Okay.
Red.
So I was like, come in, love. And I pick her up, and I'm gonna cast bonus action thaumaturgy, and just like top of my lungs. I have the go. I'm going to the castle, and then I'm gonna use my action to
You
attack.
yell it really loudly.
Yeah, really loudly.
Alright, you bolt it. Alright, so you've got 50 feet left.
So I'm going back to whence I came with the go.
Okay. Alright. Athena.
I'm gonna try to do charm person again and get within. That's the person to save, right? That one?
This one all the way over here?
Yeah. 13 wisdom.
7.
Nice.
So, alright. So they're just kind of looking at you and they start kind of getting up from the corner and then they start moving and walking towards you. Okay. Alright. Zor.
I guess I'll help the woman up on Warren's back.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Roll a strength check.
14.
14. Alright. She's a thick lady. And so you lift her up and you put her, you kind of, you hear Zor just like, and you get her just over the top, onto top of the will run. It's a little bit heftier than Zor and Violet on your back, but she's on there. Okay.
Yeah, you can get her back.
Alright, what do you, now you can still move.
I'm gonna move towards Severick.
Severick, okay, move 30 feet.
I'm not gonna get back on his back if he's got. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so move 30 feet. Okay. Alright. Brom.
Shrine goes 30? Question mark. If I can get that far. You two have got this one. I'm going to help Violet.
Alright, so you're gonna move 30 feet. Roger, Roger, Zila.
I kind of glance around at everybody and I move forward to Violet because she's still right there in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm like, here, I'll get them and pick up the person on the ground.
Roll a strength check.
12.
12. You notice as you're leaning down, you look and you see this emblem of the raven, and you turn and look at Violet, and she's like, telling you flip the person over your shoulder. All right, so now you have 20 feet left to move.
So I'll say, let's go, and then turn around and head back towards.
All right. All right. Next up is Severick.
One in the corner, one.
That's
Yeah, let's
easy.
try it.
Oh, thank Cat here's Zor.
This one's
This
still by
one,
itself.
we have to get them back.
And
Okay.
Can you watch
The,
my back?
the blue
Yeah,
cloak is.
So let's start heading towards where Chris
Correct.
is. I want to pick up the person in silver to far right.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry them back towards the moon-shaped building.
Okay. All right. So you pick him up. Roll a strength check.
9.
9. Okay. All right. You don't pick them up. You kind of struggle. The wind is kind of blowing. You just kind of you can't get them up off of their feet quite yet. All right. Violet.
I'm gonna look back at Braum and say I'm gonna head to the one over here. And
Yep.
I'll dash this.
All right. All right. We'll run. You got the person on your back.
I'm gonna go as quick as I can back towards the palace.
All right. The enemy is going to attempt to abduct the person they're grappling with.
Oh.
Yeah. Your turn.
Oh shit, not again.
All right. As you run up, literally, they disappear. And roll a perception check.
14.
Literally, the being wraps its arms around this, and you look and you see a guild member reaching out towards you, and gone. All right. Top of the round. Ren. Dirty money.
Yeah. So I'm just still heading towards the palace.
All right. You come running through the door. And as you run through the door, Amiri comes up and she's sobbing and crying. And she walks up and she grabs and she says, "Orisa, how did you escape? How did you escape the fairies?" And she's crying and sobbing. All right. Next up, Athena.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights this time.
All right.
To help the person that I just hey, over here, come safety,
Alright.
and help guide them towards the castle as I move towards the castle myself.
Okay. All right. So move 30 feet, and their companion move her 30 feet. All right. Next up is Braum.
Let's go to Zila
All right.
and see if I can do that in 30. If not, I'll dash.
You go. All right. All right. Running up. Zila's just kind of.
You'd probably get another one on the other shoulder.
Most definitely.
Just chucking away up there. Okay. All right. Next up is Zila.
Still heading back. So I just probably will dash.
All right. 60 feet.
35, 40. Oh yeah, you're in.
All right.
You're in.
All right. Okay. All right. So you break through, and you're choking and coughing because the sandstorm is really starting to intensify. Okay. All right. Severick.
Yes.
I'm gonna cancel y'all's bless and I'm gonna recast it.
Screw you.
I don't need bless.
Oh, so I forgot I had it.
Me,
Said you need it.
Zor, and I'll give it to Rob.
All right. So you bless everybody. All right. You're gonna try to pick him up because bless is a cantrip, right?
Yeah. Yes. 10.
10. You're just. You just can't lift this person up above your head.
I'll try to help you.
All right. Zor.
Try to help him. Somehow, Zor gets a 16.
Nice. You just automatically just feel this rush of energy. You just run up, you kind of start lifting. You get the legs, and you're just kind of dangling this person by the arms. Okay. All right. You guys got them lifted up.
It's more like I jump on Severick's back and like reach my claws into the person and like pull
Drags
them
up.
up.
Pull over. Okay. All right. So you guys get to move still.
Good job, Zor. Let's back to the palace.
Book it.
All right. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15. All right. You stagger a little bit. You're like, ooh, it's just heavy. Oh, you just feel the cat claw sink in just a little bit deeper. Okay. All right. We'll run.
We're gonna book it straight into the into the.
You're gonna dash?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, go ahead. Run.
Yes. So you just dash.
Alright, you run in. Zila, roll a dexterity saving throw.
8.
Hey, all of a sudden you're seeing you come in, you're laying the raven down, you're standing by the door, and like, that was just get thrown, and you lose 3 hit points. You hit the ground, kind of rolling across the ground. Igor.
Okay. Igor is going to, still holding his shield, follow alongside this one behind Athena, just to make sure they get back safely.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and move. Okay. All right.
I'm holding close.
All right. So you get up there. All right. Here we go.
I'm gonna go 60 feet towards the castle.
All right. So this one is gonna land in front right there. These two are gonna land next to you to attack, while this one is trying to rip the person away from you. All right. All right. The first one is going after the passenger that you guys are kind of in between.
Like this.
Igor and Athena appears at an advantage. Got a 20. And all of a sudden you just see the person just boom. Your dancing lights are just kind of floating around right in front of you. Come running up the cloak and they just whoosh, disappear right in front of your face. Gone. All right. The first two are going to attack. First one's going to attack Cedric. Surprise attack, rolls at advantage, and got a 21.
Yep.
Alright. 9 hit points.
Still up.
Okay.
Just there.
Alright, the second one's gonna hit you again. 14.
Does not.
Alright, misses. Roll a dexterity saving throw from the blow.
20.
Nice, alright. You stagger and you just kind of stumble a little bit. You feel the dagger go inside, and as it goes inside of you, you just feel something weighted go into you. You're not sure what happened, but you just, like all of a sudden, you feel like a cup that's overflowing.
Zor.
Alright. And then this next one's going to do a strength check, a competitive strength check, so you and I need to roll strength checks. And whoever is the highest wins.
12.
14.
Ooh.
They rip the person right out of your arms and vanish. Alright, top of the round. Ren's already inside. Ren, what do you want to do?
Do I see anybody else in the set?
I mean, you see a cluster of heroes there kind of struggling and staggering a little bit.
I'm gonna run back out towards
Okay, alright.
Yep.
Who are you going to?
Whoever the closest person is. So I got here and I was like, you're almost there.
Good job.
I don't know. I'm sorry, that was my movement. So I gotta do something. I'm actually going to I'll hold my action on the system next time by Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I'll do that.
Okay. Alright, Athena.
I don't want to leave you behind.
I mean, I'm gonna make my ass back to that.
I know. Okay. Well, so maybe I only go half movement and then you catch up to me on your turn.
Okay.
Can I go half movement?
15 feet?
And then,
Absolutely.
that way we can go in together.
15 feet. Okay.
5, 10, 15.
I'm with everybody else.
Okay. Alright, next up is Zor. You're up.
I'll use my full action to pour a healing potion.
Alright, so you get max hit points. However, you don't feel any better.
Zor, something's wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
The wound.
I'm gonna try to examine the wound then.
That'll be another action. We'll do that on the next round. Yep. Are you still wanting to move though, Zor?
No, I'm gonna stay with.
You're gonna stay with Cedric?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright, next up is Brom.
I'm just gonna dash, try and get.
60 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll run. You move Brom's.
Right outside the door.
Well, It was a person in the way.
Alright, so you kind of barrel in there, Brahm, and you kind of get in, and you're like, you're checking yourself. Alright. Next up is Zila.
I like push myself up on the ground and look over at him. Really?
We had to get safety. It worked once before. Do you remember that? Way back when, but it worked.
Alright, what do you want to do?
So I push myself up off the ground.
Which only takes half movement, so there's only 15 feet left to move unless you dash.
Okay. And then I look down at the person that I had carried in and do a medicine check to see if they're okay.
Okay, roll your medicine check.
6.
You very blatantly see blood all over their uniform, right? So you can tell that they are a member of the Glasshold Guild, but they are badly wounded. Though it doesn't take much of a medicine check to know that this person's not in good shape. All right. Next up is Cedric.
I want to book to the castle with Zor.
So you're gonna grab Zor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
You're
come on.
you're only what,
30 pounds.
No, yeah. And
32. Yeah.
you grab him like a cat. Mom grabs him back from the neck of a cat. Okay. All right. You grab without issue and you dash.
I'm probably just gonna like collapse the moment I get it.
All right. So you kind of just fall down. Zor, you just land on your feet.
Well, naturally.
So.
I tell, as we're coming out, about like, everyone look at Zebrik, he's hurt.
Okay. Zor yells out, and you guys can hear him echo that through the hall. All right, Igor.
Igor is holding onto that cloak, still got his shield, dashing towards the castle.
60 feet. Violet.
I'm gonna dash 60 feet.
60 feet. Move Violet 60 feet. We'll run.
I'm going to just kind of come out here a little, kind of go up far enough just to kind of help anyone, like all the stragglers, make sure to help protect anyone coming in. Just gonna have my shield at the ready.
Okay. All right. So all of a sudden, the sand just stops and dissipates. You just look out, and everything is covered in dirt. There's no more wind, no more howling. It's dead silent. You're standing there as the battle, as this victory, but something else is horribly wrong as you start hearing Carissa screaming from inside. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna get inside and find out why she's
Run
screaming.
back
Yeah,
to
run
Carissa.
towards Carissa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, naturally turn to Carissa.
Okay. You guys look over, and Amiri is trying to tend to Mary Beth's wounds, and she's starting to cough up blood. And Carissa is like, "Does anybody have anything left? Anything that can help?"
I'm gonna pull out my healing potion and give it to Carissa.
Carissa takes it immediately, and she just pops it open, and they're trying to, and Mary Beth is gagging and gargling on and trying to get some down, but she's struggling in so much pain.
I am gonna start crawling my way over, like
Alright,
with the Kekoli symbol out.
alright, you just start making your way, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna save this child.
She's a grown woman for sure.
19.
19. As you're starting to crawl your way, all of a sudden you just hear something, "There's no hope," inside your head as you're trying to crawl. Give in.
There is always hope.
There is no hope, but you're trying desperately to crawl over there. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Well, it worked once. We can try to
Stand
see.
together?
We
Stand
can try to stand together, see if it works again.
We also have the other glass hole that's down. We should have like join them.
We kind of have to make it in a circle almost.
Yeah, like it's circle around them.
Okay.
So we're just gonna touch everybody?
Right.
Touch everybody.
Everybody, touchy. And you guys, you say the enchantment, and nothing happens. Mary Beth looks over at you, goes, she points at you. The grace needs to jump. Come here. And she's,
I get close.
she pulls you in. I know who you are. Know that your father missed you every day of your life. No. He searches for you still. And Mirabeth dies.
One single tear comes.
Carissa just lets out this howling scream that just reverberates like a powerful radiant ball of fire went off. Inside, you guys feel the warmth from the energy. None of you are burned, you just feel it go off. And she just falls and starts to weep in her hands as her sister dies. You turn back, Zila, to the raven that you helped, and you see her wide-eyed, her mouth open, and she's not breathing. She as well is also dead. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna like examine the wound on Cedric and try to figure out like what that is. It's not healing.
Okay. Roll medicine check.
I think it's just 16. Yes.
You notice that the wound is closed.
Okay.
There's a wound.
You okay?
That voice is in my head.
There was a wound there a second ago.
Something is inside me. I'm gonna pull out my mace, and I'm giving it to Zor.
What do you want me to do with this?
If I turn into one of those things, I want you to kill me. Don't let me be one of those things.
You're not gonna be one of those things. We're not gonna let that happen.
That voice from the storm is in my head.
It's a, what? The voice that was calling.
Yes.
What's it saying?
There is no hope.
There is no hope. There is hope.
I know there is always hope.
Hold on. There's hope.
There is hope.
And we both like, full shoulders.
After a few moments, you guys hear Carissa stop crying. She takes a deep breath and she stands up. Her mace just kind of drooped in her right hand beside her, and she's just staring at her sister's body. She takes a deep breath and she looks at you. Prepare the funeral rites, right? We bury her at dawn. And she turns around and just walks away.
So I start, basically, I get some water and I start cleaning like all the blood off that I can see. And I take, is she like on a bed?
No, she's on the floor right now.
So I asked someone, can someone give me a cloth, give me a blanket or something?
Mary walks up and goes, let's take her to the mortuary. Please.
So I wrap her in the blanket and I pick her up. And I start walking down.
She points at you and points to the other raven. All ravens will be buried according to the custom. Grab her. Alright, she leads you guys down this long hallway and you get into a very cold brick room. You notice the way that it's set up, it's insulated to keep things almost frozen. And you see two stone slabs lying there. Lay them there, and I will get you what you need. And she turns and looks at all of you, and a tear goes down her face. Thank you for saving my daughter. We thought she was gone. These ravens must have found her at the ferry camp. thankful she's alive, but I fear the retribution that is coming. Forgive me. And she walks away and goes down the hallway. And you guys are all standing there kind of in a circle around the body. You're shaking more than you have before, Cedric. Uncertain, not like you're cold, but like just feel like something is feasting on your soul. It's hard and difficult to explain.
I do an Arcana check on Cedric, suspecting the Arbor Void.
The Ardor Void?
Yes.
You can roll, yeah.
That's a 7.
Yeah. You just, it looks like he has a fever.
Did we check on the person I brought in? Or was she just fine?
Fine.
Okay.
All the villagers are safe,
Okay.
except for the ones that were small.
As I laid the raven down, I started looking to see if there was anything that hinted at where they were before.
Roll an investigation check.
That's a 10.
You notice that on the bottom of this raven's feet, it's caked in a deep, dark mud. But you also notice that there is a stench of sewage on it.
Can I examine the cloak that I brought back in from the
Absolutely. Roll an investigation check.
18?
You again, you recognize the symbol of the Death King on it. Now that you guys are all very familiar, you immediately recognize it. But you notice at the bottom of the hem of the cloak, it is also caked with a dark dirt and smells like sewage.
As everyone is kind of helping everyone, Will is going to come up and just. I know today didn't seem like much of a victory. It seems like there was more death, but we did save people. There does seem to be a future for us, and even in this darkness, we came together. We found our power. We can't give up now. We've just come together, and for Carissa, we had to do better. We have to do this for her.
We live together or we die alone.
I'm still around Mary Beth's body.
Yeah, you're cleaning her.
And I'm basically praying, and I'm just basically saying, may the silver flame light your path to the forever beyond.
Roll an Arcana check.
Natural 1.
You just say a prayer. It's simple.
Can I use the cantrip Druid Magic and get 2 roses and 1 for each of the bodies to line with?
Absolutely. About an hour passes and you completely wrap and prep both bodies. 4 guardsmen show up and they gently lift the bodies onto these pallets that they have created. The pallets, as they come into the mortuary, smell like lavender and lilac. Very calming and peaceful. You notice that they're wrapped in greens, and they lay the bodies on top of them, and they lift them up. Mary walks back in and goes, Tomorrow we will send them. Their souls belong to the ancient one now. Not even the power can bring them back. And they take the bodies on down the hall. Exhausted, tired, your minds are reeling from the last 24 hours. Uncertain and broken, you all head back to your rooms quiet. Solace. Not saying a word, even you 3 to each other. Your mind's still reeling from all the flashbacks that you had in your head. Where it all began, how some of it ended. You guys head into your rooms and you just quietly close the door. The next morning, you're all standing out in the graveyard. And you see Carissa standing before her sister with a torch lit in her hand as both bodies sit on top of a funeral pyre. And she looks to you, Athena, and says, "Do you have the Raven song? Please sing it."
Sovereign King, oh bring us release of hope and peace to the fallen. Hands of faith, prepare the way as death it beckons and calls us away from this earthly unrest. With thee we bless to the Father. Church bells ring, souls reclaimed in the name of our King.
The air falls silent, and Clarissa lays the torch onto the fire, and she steps back and it just starts to burn. You all stand there for 15-20 minutes staring, smelling the lilac and the lavender lighting up the air. And in the distance you hear a raven cry. Carissa turns around and looks at you and goes, "Today we mourn. Tonight we get revenge."